Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lo, and usually on my channel I discuss all things luxury and contemporary handbags, but this week I'm also going to be doing something a little bit different, and that is doing a makeup haul with you guys. So in my video, I think 2 weeks ago, where I also did fashion news, I explained that Courtney B. Lux did a really good makeup video where she suggested makeup products for an office appropriate look, and she did that especially for me with brands that I can actually purchase in the Netherlands. So as I am easily influenced by my favorite creators, I went ahead and purchased some products which I want to show you today. I also want to discuss lip products, mostly lip oils and lip glosses, which is a follow-up of my video from last week with what's in my bag, where I basically showed you that I always carry quite a bit of lip products. I'm quite a fan, but of course it wouldn't quite be a Loyeye video if I wouldn't be showing you some handbags as well. Well, I recently purchased again 3 of them, so stay tuned for those. I'll be showing you at the end of the video. And without further ado, let's get into it. So to start off with the makeup haul, I have a bag of the goodies that I purchased. This little pouch that I got was a gift with purchase that I got with my first order from Merit. And well, let's open her up and perhaps start off with the Merit products that I ended up getting. So first off, we have the Merit Priming Moisturizer. I've only used it once. I'd say it's nice thus far. It doesn't have a very strong scent, and one pump is enough to just cover your face. What I also like is that it says on the packaging, follow up immediately with your next step, SPF or makeup, before the moisturizer dries down. So that's good that you can just put it on and then move on with the next makeup product without having to wait. Then the other product I got from Merit, I cannot exactly recall the name, but it is like a bronzing stick. I was a bit scared of what this product was actually going to be like. I thought it was going to be really shiny. Here you have a sample. It is quite warm in tone, but it's not really shiny at all. So I'm using this as a contour stick. Only used this once, but first impression is that this is a really nice product. Not too dark, easy to work with, and the color on this one is called San. Then moving on to the foundation. The one that I got is the Forever foundation from Dior in the matte version. The color on this one, I have a fairly yellow undertone and pretty fair skin, so initially I tried the 1.5 W for warm, but when I tried that out in the store, I was looking at myself and I found myself pretty yellow, so I ended up toning it down to the neutral undertone for this one. I was really looking forward to make a purchase with Dior itself, so I could also get like the gift with purchase and the beautiful packaging. Dia from Opulent Obsessions always has very nice unboxings from Dior products, but I really wanted to try this out in store before I got it, and I don't have a Dior store nearby, so I just went to a regular store to try it out, and the benefit was that they also had an additional 25% discount, so that was good because this foundation isn't cheap. Something else I got from Dior, which I couldn't resist also because of the beautiful packaging, is the bronzer. Courtney was an absolute fan of this. This one is in the color 02 Light. I think Courtney got the matte version of this. It has a tiny bit of shimmer, but really nothing all that noticeable. So when I purchased this, I was planning to get the matte one, and then when I got home I found out that it was actually the shiny one. There appears to be shimmer in the product, but when I wipe it out, it's really not that shiny at all. I'd also be perfectly fine using the light version instead of the matte version of this. Then I'm kind of all over the place, not really building up in a logical manner, just kind of going by brand. So what I also ended up getting is the NARS Tinted Moisturizer, and this is in the color Finland. So this is also for fair skin with a yellow undertone. I've used this a couple of times now. Really nice product. Usually I just go for a foundation, something with a bit more coverage, but on days where I don't really feel like I need a lot of coverage. By the way, the Dior foundation is something that's really buildable as well, so it doesn't really give you a very thick layer either, but having this one with the Dior foundation is a pretty good combination for whether you want to have lighter or more heavier coverage kind of days. And the other thing I got from NARS is the Light Reflecting Primer. I don't really know how I feel about this product yet. Like thus far, on the one hand, I like it. I do notice that you really shouldn't be using too much of this, otherwise it's just sort of going to, well, come together again, like sort of roll up into your hand. I have no idea how to explain this in English, but you shouldn't be using too much of this product. I do like that it has a bit of shimmer to it, so it does already immediately give you sort of a healthy glow once you have applied it. Then powder, and I couldn't resist. I ended up getting the loose powder from YSL. This is the All Hours Hyper Blur powder in, well, I would say color translucent, but translucent basically means that it doesn't have a color. Cute YSL puff on the inside. I did fall a bit for the packaging with this one. I do have to say it's a nice powder and it's a pretty big box. It's 10 grams. Then we still have a couple of things left. So here I have the concealer from Hourglass, and this one is in the color Cotton. I've used this a couple of times. Frankly, thus far, this product I don't really love. It's like dries up very patchy underneath my eyes. I don't really know what's up with that. If anybody has any tips, thus far this one hasn't been a great buy for me, but fortunately pretty much all of the other stuff has been. Something that I do really love is the eyebrow pencil from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This one I have in the color soft brown. I was doubting a bit between taupe and soft brown. I think next time around I might also try to go with taupe, which is a bit lighter. But overall, this is a pretty good color for my eyebrows. And this perfect brow pencil, it really does stay on your eyebrows all day long. So that is really nice because I've used products which will end up smudging or just running. And this eyebrow pencil really stays in place. So absolutely great recommendation. Then we have blush. And what I got is the Luminous Silk cheek tint from Armani Beauty. I got this in the color, what color is this? It doesn't say, unfortunately. It's something with mauve. Really nice product. It does have a bit of shine to it, but that is alright. I told Courtney I didn't want glitter, but I did want glow, and I do think that this blush is a very good sort of in between matte and very sparkly. And then the other product that I got from Armani Beauty is the eye tint. And I got exactly the same color as Courtney recommended in this case, and that is the color Cashew. She described it as a very nice one and done type of eyeshadow. When I saw it initially, I thought it was going to be a bit dark. If I put it on the skin, you might think like, ooh, that is a bit much, but this is also something that if you smear it out, it really becomes a lot lighter. So I haven't really tried building it. I suppose that you could, but this is like plenty dark for me to have on my eyelids if I go to work. And then to finish up, got a lipstick. This is a lipstick from MAC, and I got also the one that Courtney recommended, the color Velvet Teddy. This is a very nice neutral. I'm also actually wearing it right now. I did add a bit of gloss because I do find it to be fairly matte, and it ends up with my lips looking a bit dry. But it's a nice color, it holds quite well, and also sort of fades in a natural manner. So at some point it's just gone and you can reapply and you don't look silly in between. Alright then, so that was my makeup haul, which, as I already said, for most products I absolutely enjoy. So very happy with the recommendations that I got from Courtney. Moving on, we're going to talk about my favorite and lesser favorite lip products. So when it comes to lip products, I'm a bit all over the place. Like, I've splurged, but also I will go with cheaper options up to very, very cheap options. So I'm not going to discuss the very cheap options, but I do want to share my thoughts about some more expensive products and also some products which are cheaper, which I absolutely love. So the most affordable lip product out of this bunch is the NYX Fat Oil Lip Drip. So this is in the color Loosen Control. I have them in so many colors, like more reddish, more pinkish. I think the only thing I don't really have is like a transparent. This is a great product, thick enough. Like, it's really hydrating to the lips, but on the other hand, it's not sticky. I think the color is like intense enough, but it's not so intense that you cannot apply it without using a mirror. I like to use them by themselves. I like to use them over my lipstick. These are absolutely my favorite in terms of price quality ratio. So I have plenty. Another product that is a bit more expensive, but I actually also do really love, and you can tell by the sheer amount that I have already used out of this, and this is the lip oil from Clarins, the Lip Comfort oil. It's called Honey. It is really transparent, so it doesn't leave like a yellow shine or anything, at least not if you ask me. Great product. I got influenced to buy this by Riel from Riel's Closet. This is also one of those products where I was happily influenced. I also like the scent of this so much. A bit more expensive than the NYX one, but I do love it. Then I have two options with Plump, and first up I have this plumping stick from MAC. I always forget what it's called exactly. Squirt Plumping Gloss Stick. This is one of those where you open it and you basically have to twist it for the product to come out. Bit of a plumping effect, but not too much. And then the most expensive out of the bunch is the gloss stick thingy from Hourglass. I think this is also a little bit plumping. I do really like it, actually. Like, it holds for a very long time. The colors are nice. It's an easy product to work with. But these are pretty expensive. Given that there's other products that I like, I'm not really sure if I will be repurchasing these. But if they were cheaper, I definitely would, because they are nice. Then a couple of products I don't like as much. I already covered a couple of these last week in my video. The NYX Duck Plump. So very pumping gloss, but this is one that definitely hurts my lips when I'm wearing it. It's not worth the pain for me. Fairly similarly, Too Faced Lip Injection, Extra Strength, Instant and Long-Term Lip Plumber. I think it says enough. It hurts. And I don't particularly enjoy using it, although the color is pretty. And then the final one, and please do not come for me because of this, but it is the Hermes lip oil. I got this in the color Rose Pitaya. I saw that it was a really popular color. I thought it was pretty as well. So it does have like some benefits. The applicator is pretty good. It is quite a buildable product. It is also like hydrating, and it has pretty good longevity, but I cannot get over the smell of this. Like, every time I use it, it's like, I cannot really think of the right English words to describe it, but it sort of smells like something coming from an old house. I don't know. I just never really get a positive vibe from using this. It's not sweet enough. It's not fresh enough. I will not be repurchasing this with, well, absolutely no hate to the people who do love this product, but it is really not for me. So that was the summary of my favorite and least favorite lip products that I have. And that brings us to the last part of this video, and that is the new bags that I got. So nothing as exciting that I actually wanted to do a separate video on it, or that I'm going to do like a whole unboxing or review, but I thought it might be nice to show you nonetheless. So the first thing I got is another bag from C'est Clair. And you might have seen this before, because I do actually also own this in black. It is the Lara bag, and it is in this very durable Saffiano leather. So when I saw they also had the sandstone color on sale, I really couldn't resist. And then something else fun that I got is actually from a Dutch store. It's called Oh La La. She makes these really nice and fun and cute handmade products like bags and pouches. I just found them so fun, and I enjoy supporting small businesses besides giving money to Bernard Arnault. So I pulled the trigger and I figured, okay, I'm going to make an order, and I ordered 2 tote bags. One of them is with this fun checkered print, and it comes with a red strap. It has a flap on the front as well. Don't you guys think this is just the cutest thing? And then I also got one with this print, which also has a strap in the same print, like these little rainbow colored squares. It also has the pocket on the front, and it has a pocket on the inside to put your stuff in. So yeah, super fun, and I think carrying these are just going to cheer me up whenever I reach for them. Not only did I get the bags, I also got not one, but 2 super cute tiny pouches. I'm actually thinking right now, like, these are going to be perfect to hold the lippies of a lip product addict like myself. So yeah, super cute. This is by no means sponsored. I just bought these with my own money. I don't even know if she ships anywhere outside of the Netherlands, but yeah, The store is called Oh La La. Definitely have a look, and because everything is handmade, I think the owner is super happy to also just make some custom things if she has the fabrics available. That's definitely a fun element of buying with a small shop. I'm gonna leave it at that for today. This video was perhaps a bit all over the place, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. Thanks so much for tuning in. Please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. I would very much appreciate it. I will see you in the next one, and as we say in Dutch, doei!
Lucy. Zeg eens dag. Zeg eens dag.